Hello, I'm Joe Holmes, and this is VidThoughts. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a Seattle-based actor relatively new to YouTube. I jumped in with both feet in 2012 with my vlog channel Plus2Joe. I'm also an actor in the web series Job Hunters, among several other projects, and I've been writing and creating and acting since I was just a little budgie guy. Just search me on Google or YouTube and you'll find my stuff. Or maybe you won't. Let's talk about that. You may have noticed that recently it got slightly harder for users to find their video subscriptions on YouTube. The old homepage gave way to a new landing page that features an activity feed, which also suggests things for you to watch that you're not subscribed to. This is an example of a growing trend online toward personalized content, suggestions made by the sites that you visit for things that they think you'll like based on the things you've liked in the past. And without intending to, this personalized content practice has given rise to a phenomenon that you're probably not familiar with, but definitely should be if you're a creator of stuff online or a consumer of stuff online, because it affects both in a major way. In 2011, author Eli Pariser introduced the idea of the filter bubble. The link to his TED Talk on it is in the doobly-doo, but it boils down to this. Say you're using a search engine. Alright, let's be honest, you're using Google. So you're using Google and you click on a link, let's call it link A, and two interesting things happen. First, Google raises link A's page rank because you clicked on it. It thinks other people searching for the same things will want to click on it, so it puts it higher up on the list. That makes sense, it's how search engines have always worked. Second though, Google logs that you clicked link A and adds it to its database that it has on you. Now the next time you search with those same keywords, Google will show you more links like link A. Now repeat this process over hundreds and hundreds of searches, each one logging an invisible little dollop of data building up like shampoo residue without you realizing it, until you have your own unique internet that's different than any other user in the world. As time goes on, what is shown online depends more and more heavily on who is looking at it. In fact, this phenomenon goes so deep that as of 2009, there's no such thing as a standard Google results page. Everything is customized. This personalization is anywhere that things are being fed or suggested to you, like Facebook or Bing or Yahoo or Amazon, or most relevant to our purposes, YouTube. So first, the implications to consumers, because we're all consuming content online. It's nice to have things tailored for you because we use search engines to weed out the irrelevant things. That's what they're for. But the problem is that the process is invisible. We know that the picture is incomplete, but we don't know what we're not seeing. And this can make it hard to find new things once Google finds out what you're most likely to click on, and it can make a decision about you very, very quickly. Google has 57 signals that it uses to customize content for you. This includes not only your browser history, but also the kind of computer you're using, your location, and if it doesn't have data on you, it can use your friends' data to make guesses about what it thinks you will like. So to take a recent example, when young Han Green signed up for YouTube for the first time, YouTube didn't know much about him, but it did know that there's another user on this computer named Hank who has a fondness for Minecraft videos. The suggestions that YouTube made to Han were based on Hank's activity, and this is my point. Han had no way of knowing that. It had no choice in whether Hank's activity should affect what options he gets. So let me say this another way that might shed some dystopian light on the problem. How much your computer cost influences what results you see. People with cheaper computers are literally seeing a different internet. Same story if you're male or female, young or old, conservative or liberal. Any trait that divides people into demographics is acting as a fault line in this invisible fragmentation of the internet. Our prejudices get unknowingly reinforced because these filters have taken over what our brains do naturally, which is filter out things that we don't want to see. But the trade-off is, it's much, much harder for us to see anything that the algorithm hasn't decided is relevant for us. I'm just gonna step over the robot overlord implications of all of this in case Skynet is listening and talk about what all of this means for creators. So our audiences are behind these filter bubbles, and the problem is that numbers cannot innovate. The result of promoting these algorithms to the office of Internet Curator is an effective censorship that heavily favors the status quo. See, these programs are designed to pull needles from haystacks, and they're designed to learn what needles look like, and if you're not what they think a needle looks like, well then you're hay until proven otherwise. So the biggest method of discovery for new creators, the suggested video links that litter YouTube, primarily encourage development of content that is similar to what is already popular, which is a problem for new artists and creators who are hoping to find their voice by trying new things. I know this all seems grim, but there is hope. It's going to be tough, but this systemic censorship that keeps small content creators down is accidental and democratic. The fault is not in our search engines, but in ourselves. And just by paying attention to what we teach these algorithms about us, we can start to shape these filters to provide a more inclusive internet. So there are two things we can do as creators and consumers. First, we can try to pierce those bubbles by launching a multi-front attack. Twitter and Tumblr and YouTube, and making not just videos, but also books. Basically widening your stance online so that you become a creator that the algorithms can't ignore. And second, we can encourage the development of a new generation of conscientious consumers, people that understand the real power that they wield with their clicks and likes and subscribes. We have to encourage and foster and spread the idea that people online have the ability to determine what kind of content gets made. Environmental activists tell you to vote with your dollar, to encourage good business practices. Well, the internet is our environment, and in order to preserve it for creators, we need to create a user base that votes with their clicks, that likes and upvotes and subscribes to content, not just because they like the content, but because by doing so they are actively sculpting the terrain of the internet. Don't forget to subscribe for more vid thoughts. I'm Joe Holmes. Thank you for watching. Bye!